to This Week in Crime, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Fury, and I'm here with the mulleted madman himself.
Saul Trujillo.
Also, we got John Sosis on the ones and twos in the Comedy Store podcast studios. Happy to be back. It's a new year. We're going to be completely different.
I hope so.
I hope so. It can't go on much longer.
I'm trying to live longer because if it continues going the way it is, I'm going to die a very bloated death.
I did. I ate so much. I just talk about soup too much, to be honest with you, but I doubled up on soup yesterday, and it's been a rough night.
What kind of soup?
I went into a Thai restaurant, and I thought, like, you ever go into a restaurant and then you realize that it's actually family portions? So, like, this...
No, not at all.
So this Thai place, I went in there, and they gave me, like, a trough with, like, smaller bowls, and then I was like...
You ordered 2 buckets?
No, I just had one. It was just one trough of it, but I was like, had these multiple bowls, and it was pretty late night soup. I thought it'd be good. Apparently, I think the salt made me retain water, so that's why I'm a little bit bloated today, but happy to be in studio.
Did you add more to the soup? Or because whenever I get soup, I'm extra, man. I have to add hot sauce, citrus, more salt, or whatever. Adjust it to my taste.
Yeah.
Do you do that, or you take that shit straight up?
No. I'm not a baseline. I upgrade it.
Dude.
I get the SS soup. I was doing some of these Thai chilies on top. It was pretty good. It was nice.
Those are the issues, man. Is the additions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make it your own. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you'd be communist.
Just give yourself the acid reflux when the soup itself had nothing to do with acid reflux. You're like, I'm gonna add chilies, all sorts of oils.
So I don't think we talked about it, but even if we did, there was the Comedy Store Christmas party.
Yeah, dude.
How was that? How did you enjoy that? You got there. You tell me your experience.
Well, I got there as an employee. I got there at 5 p.m. and they were doing giveaways and they were doing Santa Guam. If nobody knows, there's this
Equally as scary.
Equally as scary. There is this rat-tailed dude from Guam named Guam, and he's a psychopath. He's a comedian, and every year he gives out. I want to say what it seems like a thrift store clearance sale.
Yes.
But it was pretty
Nothing's
nice.
in package. It's loose. Everything's loose.
Everything is loose and out of a brown box.
Yeah. Like, are you just getting rid of stuff, or are you here?
But it was heartfelt. It was like a homeless guy with a heart of gold. He's like, he knew what you wanted. He had a 49ers shirt like for Zach.
That is true. He does get, but it's always like one size too small. I'm like, thanks.
He gave me an XL shirt with a pig on it. And I was like, all right.
He gave me a Flames jersey but it's child size. So I was like, he's like, you can put it on your wall. I'm like, I'm not gonna put a loose jersey on my wall like I'm in a fraternity. Christmas Guam.
It's a cloth poster. Come on, man.
It should be a rag for me working.
But that was fun.
Yeah. My problem with that one is I realized that I still have. There's a lot of comedians over in this place that like to be friends with like they weasel their way in with more famous comedians. Whereas all my all my friends are employees here.
Yeah.
So then I got a text at like 7 p.m. that you guys are like, the party started. Where are you? I'm like, oh, I thought the party had already started because they wanted to end it. No, it was me at the employee Christmas party. Everyone's exchanging gifts, and I'm in the fucking corner. People are like, why are you here?
Take a pic with these.
So embarrassing. Just me and Josh Martin talking about how life sucks.
No, that's not how it works. You were at one point door guy, a phone guy here. Yeah, I feel like anybody who used to work here, come on in, watch us.
It felt like I was a senior and I went to the middle school graduation party for some reason.
You graduated
I was
high
like,
school?
hey, Mr. Larson, good to see you. And they're like, you're not supposed to be on campus right now.
Yeah. Why are you eating the pasta out of the cafeteria? It's not for me. Say it's not for me.
Well, someone was like, the reason I came is I thought the party started. Someone was like, you got to get here. Mark Maron's eating all the food. And I was like, oh, shit. If Mark Maron's eating it, that's just the veggie stuff's left.
Yeah, he was in a good mood. Holiday, he called me pal instead of like going, meh.
This is the thing I can say to the internet, and I'll say it to Mark's face. He's a great guy. But what I really meant to say is there's 2 Marks, okay? There's normal Mark, surly, angry, and then there's cigar Mark.
Cigar Mark.
If Mark Maron has a cigar, You can ask him any question you ever want to ask him in his life. He will tell you. It's like, did I know Sam Kinison? Yes. What's my social security number? 234-7777.
Just showing his belly. He's just like exposing
He
his
shows
belly.
his belly.
When he's cigaring? Yeah, dude.
Like a cat. Yeah, like one. He's like, cigar mark is like when you get home that your cat, for some reason, starts pressing its head on you, and you're like, you've been biting me for a long time.
Dude, he said the funniest thing at the 50th. It was when he like looked over at all the people who had their names on the walls, like people that you haven't been to the store in a while. He's like, ugh, look at all these ghosts. And then he walks away. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. That was so funny.
Yeah,
made me laugh for like a day. Oh, but it was my first Christmas party. I don't know how many you've done, but it was really exciting. It was nice taking holiday pictures, watching people get too drunk in karaoke. I'm not a karaoke boy, but watching other like watching comedian Matt Lockwood karaoke break stuff.
Yeah,
and then
he's done it every year.
He's done it every year.
He's done it every. It used to be him and Jeffrey Berner, and that was because Guam once again. Christmas Guam up there on stage.
Yeah.
Couldn't get him away from the children or gifts or stage. And it used to be Jeffrey, and they had a little bit better chemistry, but it was still great to see. Definitely picked up,
Yeah,
throughout the night.
And it's funny watching this dude Guam because he's like 50 something. So
he's eternal. We don't really know how old he is or how legal it is for him to be this close to a school.
Yeah,
but we just keep our eyes open.
You have to play a flute next to a rock, and then he just appears. That's what he looks like.
If you leave pork rinds out at night, a wild Guam that's Christmas Guam will be.
Christmas Guam's milk and cookies, pork rinds.
Pork rinds and a half-open Sprite remix. Christmas Guam.
Christmas
will show
Guam,
up at your
dude.
house.
Because he's got like arthritis and stuff. So in the middle of break stuff, you could tell he wants to move more, but like his back is giving out a little bit. So I was like, this is great, man.
Walks like you ever seen the pictures when you get close to the border of the family of the stick figure family?
Yeah.
Where like the dad's back is kind of in an athletic stance.
Yeah.
That's Guam's back, but athletic stance isn't the word I'd use for it. But it's
Little
a
girl hanging onto a ponytail.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun party. I did, it was some people definitely people got really fucked up on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah,
it's a holiday party. You're intended to do things like, I don't know, like drugs and cheat on your significant other if you got it. That's what you're into, just really pissing
It was funny singing like some of the waitresses who don't know how to drink that well get hammered by 8.
Yeah, one of them was like, two of them were like taking naps in booths. Yeah. I was like, oh, you got to check on this one.
It's like the sun's not down.
Yeah,
what did you?
You can't be napping around these environments. But no, so much fun, man.
That was great. Yeah, that one's always fun. Did you go to any other Christmas parties?
No. I stayed home, man. Me and my wife stayed home and like we watched Christmas cartoons and all that shit. Like she's boring in that aspect, but that was the most fun Christmas party I've ever been to. I don't do a lot of Christmas parties that aren't at like a house.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to I got invited to a lot of the comedy club ones, but just kind of missed them. And
they don't sound appealing.
Not the other ones don't, because they're like, come over here and buy full price beers. Like,
hang out with open micers. Isn't that fun?
I don't want
Wouldn't that be a lot of fun?
I want a little wall. Put up a little wall between. I don't want to swim with Shamu. I want to put a wall there and get a little sprinkles.
Because it's not just like, hey, man, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's like, hey, man, Merry Christmas. How do you get booked on this?
Yep.
It's like, why are you talking to me about that? It's Christmas time.
It's like my eyes are crossed and I'm wearing an elf ears. Maybe today isn't the right place to ask me to introduce you to Emily.
Maybe don't network while I'm on pills. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
All right, eternal ghost, whatever you need.
How do you get booked in Fresno? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I did get to do a show recently at the Rainbow Room.
I was on that.
Oh yeah, we were on the show.
That shit, man.
Yeah, that was kind of a horrible venue.
Terrible venue. But I love the booker.
Yes, the booker Brianna's fantastic.
To death. Yeah. And then the fact that we're like you, Hormuz Rashidi.
Yeah, it was all of our friends.
All of our friends, and then Jason Ellis, who I'm a fan of.
Yeah,
like that. I used to listen to his Sirius show.
Nice.
But see, it was fun. But then like when I was hosting it and I was like looking at all the people, I was like, no, this is for rock and roll, not comedy, baby. Yeah. This ain't for that.
Well, the structure of the room would be, I would describe it as a chicken coop.
Yeah, a bully's lair. Yeah.
It was like a lot of, I don't know, it's made to disorientate like 80s women with long hair.
Yeah. It's intended for what's it called? For old 80s rock bands to do cocaine in, not for 2022 comedy.
It was interesting because I did go in the bathroom and there was cocaine on all the toilet stalls. Because if people don't know, Rainbow Room is one of the more famous bars ever, really. It's definitely one of the more famous ones. Lemmy used to have his own booth there. It's like a rocker's place. Like the Comedy Store is for rockers almost.
Yeah. You just got to sniff the toilet seat. You're high.
Yeah, I was licking toilet seats, but I don't know what happened. Definitely didn't feel good. Definitely didn't feel good. All right, ready to get in this podcast?
Let's go, baby.
Starting up with everyone's favorite segment. What do we think this guy did? I'm going to go number one. I definitely think he wants to get to the chopper.
How does he look like he's on parole and the parole officer at the same time? Isn't that wild?
He looks like the middle linebacker for the LA pedophiles.
He looks like he only road rages on people smaller than him. You know what I mean? What do you got here, Asian lady? I'll beat you up.
Looks like he's searching for Skeletor and definitely has the power.
He looks like he asked strangers to hit their vape. Can I get that vape? Is that banana? Let me tell you, I know I don't know you.
Definitely looks like a human potato head. Like you could move his features around. What actually happened, we're getting this from the Martin County Sheriff's Office. In February, NBC2 reported a Port St. Lucie, Florida man was arrested for abandoning a stolen car on train tracks, which caused the train to send the car flying into an occupied home.
Jesus, that's a lot of force. I've never seen a train. I've seen a car get hit, but I've never seen a train make a car fly into the air.
It's definitely a terrible thing, but also something I've always wanted to see. Like, if I could watch trains hit cars all day long, because I remember used to putting a penny on there, and that would blow my fucking mind.
You do that?
Oh, yeah. You never did that?
No.
Oh, it smashes it. It's the best thing in the world. It's real flat.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we should put rocks and it would go ding, and you have to hide.
I didn't know.
You should throw beer bottles at them, too.
I would go to the train tracks, but in Stockton, we would live by the warehouses, and we would throw rocks at the windows of the abandoned warehouses. We didn't fuck with the trains. We were terrified of the trains.
Throwing a bottle at a moving train is very fun, and I would suggest you do it if you're between the age of 12 and 14.
Also, random to abandon a car just at a train track. That's like mustached villains to a lady. Like,
exactly.
Fuck,
you tie it next to a roll of dynamite. All right, let's think about this. What are your top 5 things for a train to hit? That'd be kind of cool. I'd go number 1, car. Number 2, bushel of clowns. Number 3, world's largest bloomin' onion. Number 4, another train.
Another
would be
train?
sick.
That would, I don't know about that. How do you think the impact would be? Because it's not going to be, it's just, I think they're going to mold up into I don't know.
That'd be great. They hit each other like a fucking buck. Like 2 goats smashing into each other.
Rams? You want to see these rams? Oh my God. You just like destruction, man.
I mean, that would be fucking awesome to watch.
Yeah. I would, maybe some Jello, like a big old tub of Jello. That'd be fun.
Pretty
to
good.
Go right through it. A fat guy.
Just one large fat guy. It's like the cannonball guy, and he just like launches it back.
You got it exactly, because when I said a fat guy, people automatically like, well, it's not. No, I'm talking about a very fat guy that'll do the same thing with the car.
Yeah,
but
cannonball fat. That's what we call it.
Cannonball fat.
It's a medical term. Brad Wetzel, 38, faced multiple charges after allegedly approaching detectives saying he couldn't find his car after leaving a bar in Martin County. The man reportedly stole a car in good faith, but stopped it on train tracks and fled as a train was approaching. I love the stole a car in good faith.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Just borrowing it, man.
Yeah. I stole your daughter's virginity in good faith. You can find her on the train track.
I am a Christian man.
The car was struck and careened into a nearby home, which was damaged, but residents were unhurt.
Jesus Christ, man. Condos, trains, and automobiles. Like, what the fuck is John Candy here, dude?
I bet the people who lived there looked like John Candy too.
She's a big fat lady with curls.
With a tiny little mustache.
And like the way, I mean, if you see the picture of it, like the way the car was positioned, I'd be like, what kind of Superman battle happened outside?
Yes,
Because it
for
looks
sure.
like it was just thrown onto the fucking thing.
Or have you ever been into a Hard Rock Cafe?
Yeah.
And it just has like a half El Dorado poking through the top? That's what it kind of looked like.
You're like, is this a touristy thing? This is pretty cool.
pretty cool.
I like that.
Up next, this one is something I've always wanted to do. Well, some of it. Man urinates in beer cave, damages stock. In April, a 61-year-old Rockridge, Florida man was arrested for urinating on a case of beer inside the Hop and Pop convenience store. Number one, Hop and Pop, I want to drink there. I also want you to be my father.
You want Hop and Pop to be your dad.
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved, my secret dream, there's two secret dreams. One, I wanted to either own a liquor store with one of those, like, you ever see the liquor store building who also has kind of the apartment on top?
Yeah. You want to live on top?
I want to live on top in that, or do kind of like the How I Met Your Mother bar with the apartment.
You're essentially saying you want to live in a building that you're going to die in. You're going to die in that building.
Yes, I will be shot or OD.
Yeah. Or OT, yeah. At the top of the bomber, it doesn't matter.
According to a Rockridge police arrest affidavit, the man attempted to use the store's restroom but found it locked. He then went into the store's beer cave, unzipped his pants, and urinated on a case of beer. So from what I understand, beer cave is what they're saying is a walk-in freezer.
Yeah, but I could, like, it's a little too loose, man. A little too loose. I'm like, man, it's a cave. You're not allowed to pee in caves?
That's true.
You're not allowed to pee in caves? It's not outside.
Great argument.
It's a good argument. It's
a great
You're
argument.
gonna call something a cave.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no kids in caves.
No.
If there is, won't be no more after I pee in it.
Yeah, and that kid's going to be beat on too. He could grow up today.
You're gonna grow up today, mentally or physically. You're gonna grown up.
Yeah, you're right. Because if you name it beer cave, caves are to me kind of like lawless, like the open ocean.
Yeah. You're gonna find a bear in there or a Coors Light 12er.
Yeah, or treasure.
Treasure.
Going into those beer caves, beer freezers is it's like my safe space. If my bedroom could be a walk-in freezer, I would die happy.
If I would just want to walk in refrigerator. I've been working in restaurants for life.
Yeah.
You get hot, you just walk into that fucking fridge.
Game changer. Yeah.
I'm not gonna pee in it, but I just get cooled off.
You never really struck me to pee in one of those. It's pretty fucking cold.
Well, and then also, I mean, why not go outside?
Pissing outside's so fun.
Yeah, but people like my wife always tells me I can't. They're like, you're gonna get like charges. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing or not.
It is, but I also just think that they're fucking jealous.
They're jealous of like women, jealous.
Well, it's just that we can piss everywhere.
Because they can't carry the thing that they're supposed to attach so that they can pee. It's like
Yeah,
a funnel.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is. Well, I'm sorry, but pissing outside is probably top 5 greatest things for me to do.
Yeah, pissing off outside, pissing off of something tall.
Oh,
Wow, because that's dangerous. You don't know if someone's going to come or not, but also I'm 6 stories up, so I don't really care.
I just pissing outside. Whenever I go into a place and I know they're for sure 100% bullshitting me, like, oh, bathroom's out of order. I'm like, the side of your building isn't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. Arco.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tell me that it's out of order.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
It's not. It's not.
I'll tell them that too.
You tell them?
I'll tell them, if you don't let me piss, I'm going to piss on the side of your building. So what do you want me to do here, bud? We're going to play a game of piss. I'm pissing. So do you want it inside your establishment or outside? The store owner said 6 cases of beer totaling $113 were damaged. The man was charged with misdemeanor criminal mischief. I'm going to say worth it.
Would you just pay, here's $120, let me piss
Let
in
me
your
piss
beer
wherever
can?
I want. If I could walk around and piss wherever I want and the only charge was about $120 and a misdemeanor, guess what happened? Steve just pissed at your house.
There needs to be a piss tax where you pay $120 and you're just like, I can just pee in this room.
Yeah, I like that. I thought of something the other day. I think if it's raining outside, people should be able to pee wherever they want. Because it's like a urinal running. You know what I mean?
I wish that's how it worked, but by my apartment, there's a specific section of concrete that dogs choose to piss on. They all piss on it. Rain comes, it omits the piss air, and it's one of the worst smells I've ever.
No, I didn't say. I said while it's raining.
While it's raining. Okay, not dry and then rain goes on it and then omits piss vapors.
Yes.
Not that. Okay, I got you. Okay. Because the sound of rain does make me want to piss.
God, isn't it? The sound of rain, going to sleep, and pissing. Oh, we're doing pretty good. All right. This is the last question with that story. What beer would you not know the difference if it was piss or not?
Good God.
Warm Corona. Coming at you, Corona. You're just dog shit.
Cold Corona is dog shit.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad. Modelo really came in and kind of took it. Tecate is pretty bad, too.
I'd say Tecate does taste like swamp water, but it's a specific taste that I remember that my parents grew up they were Pisces, and they love Tecate, man. They love it.
Tecate is kind of like we're talking with the soups.
Yeah.
It's a base for you to add peppers and limes and like salt and stuff like that.
Corona's for like loud Mexican football fans who are just going to start a fight.
LA Dodger fan or LA Rams fans.
Just LA fans in general, Oakland fans in general that are now Vegas fans. They're fucked up off Corona and they're ready to fight, dude. Modelo's a gentleman's drink, man.
It is. You feel a little bit. It's like the champagne of beers, but the champagne is a prosecco.
And that's the one. Champagne of beers. That's
Great trash.
Miller High Life.
Yeah,
that's what I was mistaken for piss.
Me
it's
too.
One of the worst beers. That lady that's like all like the mascot. Like she just looks like she wants to get pissed on in general.
MGD's always pretty bad too. That's got to be one of the worst.
Bud Ice. If you're drinking Bud Ice, you're in between homes. You're not really homeless, but you're in between homes.
Yeah, you're normally pissing in between homes. What happened to Ice? Ice really he came in hot. Everyone had an ice. There was a Bud Ice, Coors Ice, and then it just really it passed away like a lot of its drinkers.
My theory, it's all the beers in one. Like it's Bud Light, Budweiser. It's like the Bell, and then they
soda beer.
It's a suicide soda beer because it tastes like sometimes it'll taste like Budweiser. Sometimes I was like, what's this fucking weird drink?
Yeah, what was that, chocolate milk?
Ovaltine?
It also tastes like they just kind of Bud Ice to me always was like, here's a Bud Light, and we threw in some Popeye vodka.
Yeah. Because 240s, you're gonna fight someone.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking smoke ice at the end of the night.
All right, everybody, that's another episode of This Week in Crime. I'm Steve Fury.
Sal Trujillo.
My man John Sosis, Comedy Store Studios, every week on Mondays. We got our YouTube. Check it out if you want to see video. See ya.